So today we are going to be looking at Bitcoin, and it is quite spectacular, that the weekly as well as the daily candle looks extremely ultra bullish. Okay, so what we need to take as precautions right now, and what other things that you might be needing to look at, currently the OI as well as the funding rate, the CVD, the spot CVD, as well as the coin glass, futures. You can see futures liquidation delta, you can see the liquidation heat map. So these kind of information, what these kind of information convey to us right now, we'll be looking at that. Especially if you haven't subscribed to my Telegram channel, you can find that I always share all the good trades right there. I actually posted about this BTC pump right at 66 to 64k, and that was where I made you money, and those was actually shared at my Telegram, and it went up 48% since then. And currently I have posted some long and I've posted some long setups in my Telegram. Make sure you join to the Telegram. The link will be in the description of this video. Before we start this analysis, you can also start trading on Blowfin. The link will be in the description. You are getting deposit bonuses. You can use these bonuses to trade and take out the profits in your bank accounts. Okay, let's start. In the daily time frame, we can see BTC extremely reaching the resistance zones, and these are the overbought levels. These levels are very extremely overbought. If you can see that the last time when BTC reached this area, these two red lines, we actually got a good dump. Okay, so this can be a very cautious place to build a long position, and Bitcoin actually dumped 8 to 9% last time it came around this region. So I would be very cautious. But the thing is, the interesting part of this whole scenario is that whenever a real bull market emerges, you actually cannot predict what will be the top. You can see here that if you use overbought zones, you can see when Bitcoin reached this whole area, when it was going upside, you can see this whole area was just a massive bullish pump, while the price remained in the overbought zone. And that is what I actually want to convey to you guys. Don't short anywhere, don't short like a blind person. Just stay, just mark your levels, just see liquidity where the liquidity is hiding at, then build your long position. Don't just short blindly. Okay, so the next thing that I want to tell you that is that we just got a little bit retracement. We don't have to wait for this whole scenario to get down. No, we just saw that this whole bull market, the extreme part, the majority part of the bull market, from here we entered this overbought zone here at 44k, and you can see around this area, whenever we left this area around 61.8, this area 65k, you can see this whole area was covered inside the overbought zone. So the majority portion of the bull run is covered inside the bull overbought zones only, and this was around a 64% Bitcoin pump. So this is to tell you that not every pump is to short the market. You have to wait patiently for the setup to form. Like if you want to short Bitcoin, you just have to wait for today's daily closing to get red, and if it closes red, this will be an evening star pattern with a doji in between, and you can just short in the after the closing of the next candle, and your target will be this high as well as this low high 69k and this 72.5k. so these two will be your targets. This is the daily time frame. Let's go on to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what is cooking in that time frame. We can see that there is a massive big RSI, or you can say massive bearish divergence forming. You can see price was here, then the RSI went very upward, and you can see that this time price is very high from that region, but the RSI has failed to do so. Another thing that I want to point out to you guys is that the money flow or the VWAP is crossing down below. So this is actually a very bearish sign. If it comes with a red dot, you can see that the red dot has formed, and this is actually an overbought zone. So what I would say, I'm very cautious right now. I have exited most of my long positions. Okay, so I'm waiting for this to play out something like that, and some just cool this. Okay, if this whole wave indicator has cooled down, I would just think of another long positions. Right now I'm not in any long position except my spot bags, and I'm waiting for this thing to play out. If this plays out, okay, so there's no way, there's no confirm way to for this to actually play out, because you can see last time this also happened. The VWAP was crossing down, but the price kept going higher and higher. The thing with these kind of pump is that you cannot predict the exact top, but the thing is that it warns you that you have to start taking out profits, and you just have to be sidelined for some time, and you will get massive dump. And when your indicators tell you to buy, like here, you can just buy at this dip. Okay, so these are the kind of psychological disciplines that you have to follow before trading Bitcoin or any other crypto or any other asset actually. So what I am expecting in the 4-hour time frame is a retest of the EMAs. These are the very important EMAs, guys. 20, 50, 100 and 200. They actually in actual reality, whenever a 4-hour pumps, my experience is, guys, that the 50 EMA is likely to be tagged next. The 20 and 50 are very important. So 50 is the orange one. It is currently sitting at around 71.9k. So make sure you mark that level on your chart, and this is actually the green level is around 74k. So these two regions are the regions that I am looking for. Otherwise Bitcoin is looking very healthy, bullish, and we are currently in an uptrend. There's no clear reason to short Bitcoin. I would say that if you have to short Bitcoin, you just draw this trend line, and if this trend line is broken, you just short it. Okay, so this is a very clear target for you. This would give you 1500 points. This would give you around 3500 points for minus 4%, and this would give you around 5000 points fall. Okay, so this would be very hell bearish. Okay, so if Bitcoin manages to close below this trend line. Okay, so there are also many stop losses below this. So actually Bitcoin could take all the liquidity and go upside. So anything can happen, but what I am telling you is to be cautious. Okay, so if this trend line is broken, you can just build a long short position, and if this trend line is broken and reclaimed, then you can build a long position. Otherwise there is no trade in the 4-hour time frame. Let's go into the 1-hour time frame as well. Just see the 1-hour time frame. The trend line is holding very good, and the EMAs are also providing support to the price. You can see that this 20 EMA is currently providing support. If the 20 EMA is broken, then the orange EMA is the next target, which is around 74,850. The white EMA is the 100 moving average, which is around 73,328, and the final 200 EMA is 71,800. So in 1-hour time frame, if the market retraces, these all EMAs are very likely to be tagged, because that is what I have seen in my market experience. And after that, in the 1-hour time frame, you can also see some kind of bearish divergence forming, okay, in price. Let me explain you how. Simply, this was the bearish divergence. It worked out perfectly. Market fell down after going to 76.2k, and then it went to 74.4k. So after that, Bitcoin increased in price, and the current multiple red dots are being printed, while the VWAP is below the trend, below the zero line. So this is very negative. If price tends to go one more spike, give one more spike up, and this does not go up, then this will be a clear-cut bearish divergence, and the price is likely to go down. So these are all my scenarios that I am looking for in Bitcoin. And if you're here to find targets for the next run, you can just go on to the liquidity, and you can see the next wave of liquidity is sitting at 77,300, and you can just move on to the 30-day time frame. You can see there's massive lots of liquidity just below the price, and this liquidity is around actually to 73,300 to 74.2k. okay, so this whole area is likely to be tagged if the market falls down, and you can see that above the price area there is not enough liquidity, except of course 77.3k. So mark these levels in your chart. These could be the good levels area to buy as well as to short Bitcoin. Next we will look at the final thing, which is the aggregated CVD spot. So in the CVD we can see that this pump was actually good in the 5-minute time frame, and let us go into the 2-hour time frame. So let's just so that we can see a very clear picture of this whole move. Okay, so in the 1-hour time frame, we can see that the CVD in spot is actually rising with price. If the CVD fails to do so, then the price dumps. If, and you can see that the CVD in futures contract is also rising. This is actually good, but it is actually declining. If you see clearly, it is actually declining while the spot one is actually rising. So this means this pump is actually driven by spot buyers rather than sellers, rather than future buyers. So this is actually a healthy pump. So we might not be it depends on your style. If you are a conservative trader, you might not short this, you might just look for long entries. I'm just telling you what to do and what not to do, how you can trade this. And as it depends on me, I will do what I think will happen, and it is very very time sensitive information. So it depends on what I see in the market at the time that I set to trade. Okay, so the next thing is funding rate. The funding rate went negative around this area. You can see this negative dump actually, and after that the funding has been increasing. So the funding increasing as well as the OI is also increasing. This is actually a very cautious place to be in right now, because OI increasing with funding positive is a very very likely, there's a very very likelihood of liquidation event. Any kind of liquidation event can happen. While you can see one more thing is very very clear in this dump, that the future leverage traders are very very less by during this move. This move is solely being carried out by spot, and actually this is very very true. Whenever any ATH of BTC is broken, spot buyers come in to buy Bitcoin. So this is very very true. This information conveys that information very very clearly. So in the spot as well as the stablecoin margin contracts, if this starts to rise and this starts to fall, that is a very cautious area to just exit the market, because the market could come down and flush all the late longs. Okay, so this was all the analysis. If you guys like this video, make sure you join the Telegram channel in the description. The link will be in the description of this video. Also make sure you join the Bluefin account, open and Bluefin account, and what you will get in future is a mentorship program by me, and I will be guiding you on how to you can trade on different assets as well as BTC or Ethereum. So that was my take. I hope I'll see you guys next.